Viewers, once again, you are welcome to this great moment with the president of AYIDSA, South Africa. There's no other person than Dr. Deriin Alagbe. Anchoring the program is Cleveland Online Television Radio, South Africa, anchored by Capital Services, South Africa. Your man on this show is Dr. Taye Abe. Dr. Deriin, your objective and aims and the way you carry out, I'm sure that the whole world is interested to know what has informed you about the Heritage Day. Let me first of all congratulate you
for
the success because I witnessed it. And I'm sure the viewer will see a clip of the great thing that you did on the Heritage. So, but the viewer want to know, what I mean, in diaspora, what informed you about the Heritage Day events by AYIDSA?
Now, thank you for asking that question. Now, we discovered that so many Nigerians here are immigrants. And since the influx of Nigeria into South Africa, particularly, I'll be more specific, the Yoruba people were a nation with rich cultural heritage. Wow. And we felt, since we started settling down in South Africa, the issue now is we're beginning to have kids outside of Nigeria and they're not exposed to the culture of Nigeria. Wow. So the only thing we can do to kind of enrich them culturally was to organize a cultural event. As a matter of fact, this Heritage Day event was organized to coincide with the South African Heritage Day, which usually was held every 24th of September of every year. So our first and second Heritage Day event took place alongside the Heritage Day of South Africa. And the whole idea was to show the, as it were, Nigerian South African kids that they have also got their culture and heritage. And usually when we have this Heritage Day event, we showcase cultures, our dressing, our language. We try to, showcase it to everybody that, yes, we're in South Africa, but we must remember we are Yorubas from Nigeria.
Yeah, viewers, I'm sure you enjoyed the clips to confirm what Dr. Deriin Alagbe has just told you about Heritage Day that was it was held yesterday in South Africa. And I'm sure that even the Consul General, just like he said, was physically present at that occasion. Let me not just I will not whet your appetite too much. Let me ask Dr. Deriin just to shift in. I'm sure the government and the leaders of Nigeria are excited about how AYIDSA is carrying on to do so, to operate and to assist Nigerians in the diaspora. And I'm sure you will have one word or two for the leaders in Nigeria or to the government. What are the things few things you just want to say to our leaders in Nigeria and the government?
Well, what the advice I'd like to give the federal government of Nigeria is that we will want them to empower our High Commission here in South Africa so that they'll be able to give the needed assistance to not only Yorubas in South Africa, but to all Nigerians. So many of our immigrants, Nigerian immigrants to be specific, they come here with high expectations. When they get here, they are faced with so many challenges. First, renewal of their papers. Some of them come here with visitors' visas. And soon after those visas are expired, then they are exposed. Fortunately, there's this asylum-seeking documentation that has been extended to Nigerians. However, some of these documents too expire, and this Nigerians, they get trapped into this vicious cycle of expulsion of documentation. And they get caught in that trap, and over time, before they know it, they've spent so many years here. And so most of the time, they don't have money. So I would want to advise the Nigerian government to give more powers to the High Commission here in South Africa to be able to assist our people. And we will also be happy. The response time, there are so many people who have been arrested, who are in South African jails. We want the government to set up a committee that will take care of Nigerians who are in jail for no apparent reason. For example, when their papers are expired, they get arrested, they're sent to jail without trial. There's so many of them who've been there months without end. So I would just want to advise our government to please help empower the High Commission where their work seems to be overwhelming. Maybe more staff, more resources could be sent from Nigeria so that they'll be able to do their work and do it more efficiently. Another aspect which I would want our government to look into is the issuance of travel documents, passports. We seem to be having problems with our issuance of our passports, our travel documents. There's another area I want the Nigerian government to please help us. So many of our members complain a lot about the challenges they face when they lose their passports or when their passports are expired. So we implore the Nigerian government to please help us so that we can look after our own people here. And that is the whole idea of an association. When you're faced with a challenge, if you don't belong to an association, then you're on your own.
You're on your own.
It's going to be much difficult for you to navigate those challenges. But in an association, in an organized association like AYIDSA, we have structures in place that will be able to take care of all these challenges. With regards to legal issues, we have legal assist, where our legal department will be able to help people when they face challenges.
Wow. I'm sure that viewers, for our doctor to round up this interview, what is your advice to Nigerians who are resident in South Africa, other foreigners, particularly their relationship to the host countries? And I'm sure that even Yorubas or in diaspora, that are listening to this interview home and abroad, we want a kind of a general advice from you. What is your advice to residents who are foreigners, Nigerians and other foreigners in South Africa and other host nations?
Thank you so much. First, I want to advise that every immigrant should be law-abiding.
Wow.
We should respect the laws of our host country. We should try to be peaceful in our approach to issues. We should make use of the structures that are available to find redress if we have any problems. More importantly, from my own observation, because when I came to this country, I had to go back to school. I did my postgraduate here, and having done my postgraduate, I was able to get into the system. Anywhere in the world, if you are just coming into a new country, my advice to our youth, my advice to immigrants to other countries is when you get to those countries, make sure you avail yourself with the do's and the don'ts so that you don't get into trouble. That's number one. Number two, try and empower yourself. What do I mean by empowering yourself? If you're coming to South Africa, for example, with a degree from Nigeria, I would advise when you go to the country that you're immigrating to, it is wise for you to do a program in that country's university. That way, you'll be able to get jobs. However, because of the rising unemployment rate, particularly in South Africa, the unemployment rate, I understand, is above 25%. It's between 25 and 30% in South Africa at the moment. So getting a job in South Africa will be quite challenging. I would advise youths who are planning to go into universities to kind of select the kind of courses they want to go into universities to study. I would advise any person who wants to go to university to actually go into the university to do a course where when you graduate, you'll be able to start your own business. I mean, as a physician, when I finished my postgraduate, I worked for the state government for a while, and subsequently, I started my own business. I started my own practice. And I know of colleagues who are lawyers as well. The moment they finish their articles, finish their law school, they start their own legal practice here. So my advice to younger people who are emigrating to wherever you're emigrating to, either you're emigrating to Europe, North America, Australia, my advice is when you get to these places, 1, be law-abiding. Number 2, learn the culture of the people, their do's and the don'ts, and then further renew your skills by going to the schools there, so that you be gainfully employed there. That is my advice for young and upcoming youth.
Wow, it has been a great day, viewers. And before we draw curtain of this interview, don't forget again that we're going to have a clip of the Heritage Day of AYIDSA in South Africa. I'm sure you'll be interested to watch it. Once again, Dr. Deriin Alagbe, it has been a great time to have you around. And just like the way all over the world, this is Cleveland Online, television and radio. I'm sure that you enjoyed this program, and I'm sure when next time we invite you and your dear wife, I'm sure you will not refuse us to have another session with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Alagbe, for inviting me. It's been a pleasure to be on the program.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Classifieds section on Cleveland. Contact us to help post and advertise your old and new items for sale. And you're welcome to visit our website. Click on Classifieds to find something to buy. The Classified page on Cleveland is a section that brings buyers and sellers to a meeting point. Here you can sell both new and old items ranging from cars, jewelry, household equipment, etc. For more details, you can reach out to us and we'll help you out. Events section on Cleveland. Contact Cleveland Notebook to help post and promote events successfully to the public and get 100% attendance. If you're looking for events on your day off, please visit Cleveland Notebook to get the latest events. The events section is the area where you can post your upcoming events. This section creates awareness and publicity for your event. It helps you reach out to a wider range of audience, just as you would like. Visit this section to see some upcoming events that you don't want to miss. Music section on Cleveland. We promote old and upcoming music artists on Cleveland Notebook. If you're looking for a social media for your music artists, contact us. We will upload your music and broadcast it to the world. Like the saying goes, music is like food to the soul. In this section, we help our fans post their songs on our platform for their listening pleasure. For any of your favorite songs, you can contact us, or if you want us to promote any songs, feel free to reach out to us. Blogging section on Cleveland. You're welcome to get the latest news and articles every day from the best writers in the world on Cleveland Notebook. Visit us today. We have free tools on our network, like creating a free user's account, groups and pictures upload. Feel free to message or send gifts to anyone in our network. Visit our social network today and register with us. Come and partner with Cleveland Notebook. Give us a call. We promote all your content on our online TV and radio. To get large traffic of buyers and sellers, contact us today.